As I'm filming this, it's been a week of me being sick, so that's fun. I don't know if my voice is totally back to normal, but I know there's a lot of snot going on still. So fun! Love that for me for the new year. Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Now I don't know, I feel kind of weird about New Year's resolutions just because I think they're really cool, they're really great to be like, you know what, this is something I want to accomplish at some point in this year, I guess. But I also don't love them because I feel like the whole idea around New Year's resolutions kind of forces you to create a time frame. And you can't always get like that accomplishment done in that time frame, whether it's because of money or like personal things that happen, family things, like if it involves travel, I don't like New Year's resolutions in the sense that like the way they're kind of, I guess marketed is the right term to use. The way they're marketed is that if you don't get them done by the end of the year, it's like you didn't ever do them. I like New Year's resolutions in the idea that you kind of make an accomplishment goal for yourself, and then at whatever point in whatever way that you can accomplish that, then you've done it then. So I don't really like to call them New Year's resolutions, I just like to call them resolutions, because they're just things that I want to do, and I will do them at some point in time. Some of the things, it would be nice if they happened sooner rather than later, but if they don't happen sooner, then I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And you shouldn't do that either. Don't necessarily give yourself the time frame of if I don't finish doing this by 2021, then I'm a failure. Don't think that, because life doesn't always go totally smooth according to plan. You're going to hit a lot of bumps in the road. So let yourself have more time to do things, even if they're things you really, really want to do. Give yourself more time to do them, because you'll probably have a lot more fun doing it at your own pace in an enjoyable way than you ever will if you force yourself to do it in a certain time limit. Okay? Going off of that, I have a list of resolutions for 2020 and beyond. These are things that I want to start doing this year, and if I don't finish them this year, then I don't finish them this year. But if I do, then that's really cool, and I'm glad that they'll be done. So I guess what I'm going to call this video is my resolutions for 2020 and beyond. I like that. That's smooth. I've already said that twice now, so we're just going to move on to the list of things, okay? Okay. So the first thing I have written down is start learning ASL, which is American Sign Language, if you don't know. And with that, it's not necessarily written down, but with that, I want to start making my videos more accessible. ASL, I think, is something that everybody should learn for multiple reasons, just because it's easier to do, honestly. A lot of times, different environments, you can't really hear each other for whatever reason. It obviously helps people that are deaf and have other disabilities that involve not being able to hear properly or speak properly. Honestly, for me, the way my anxiety gets sometimes, learning ASL would be incredibly beneficial. And then like also if my mom and like close friends of mine learned, because a lot of time when I'm having like a bad, not even anxiety, but just like mental health day, I tend to go nonverbal. And when I have to like, when people are trying to talk to me for whatever reason, like my mom is just like trying to communicate me, like ask me what she needs or ask me what I need. It's obviously no one's fault, but trying to speak when I feel the way I do gets so frustrating. It makes me feel worse. So if I knew sign language and she, you know, knew to understand it, then we'd be able to communicate better, and it would be easier for me to just be in that headspace and probably feel better overall. It's really good too, because I don't necessarily have a hearing disability, but I do have like a trouble hearing a lot of the time if I'm not really looking right at you and standing close to you. Sometimes I have a hard time hearing you, and that's not always great either for either person, because I'm having a hard time hearing you and that person might not necessarily want me like that close to them. So that would be good to just be able to stand a certain distance and do the sign language. And it would just be beneficial for everybody. People with hearing disabilities, people with speaking disabilities, abled people. It would be better for everybody overall. So I want to start the journey of learning ASL this year. And again, I might not be able to learn all of it in this year because I feel like I'm not really good with learning new languages. English, you know what I mean, mother tongue, whatever, it worked. But I took French for 4 years, never really stuck. I took very rudimentary Spanish all throughout elementary school, in the first half of middle school, never really stuck. I'm not good with languages overall, just like I'm not really good with instruments overall, so it's something I want to work on and I want to start on this year. So if anybody has any resources too for like different ASL, whether it's books, videos, anything, please comment down below and send me links and anything like that, or contact me on my other social medias that will be linked down below in the description, and that way maybe we can learn together if you want. The next thing I have written down is make more time for my friends. Now, I feel like I'm pretty good at that overall, but okay, hold on. A lot of my friends are the same, most of my friends are the same age as me, so we all have, you know, different jobs, we have different bills to pay. One of my friends has a baby, one of my friends has like 3 dogs, one of them has just 1 puppy, but she's, you know, a kind of hellion little puppy. So it's not easy. Again, life doesn't always go perfectly straight, there's always going to be bumps in the road, but I really do want to try to make more times for my friends. A lot of the time, it's like I work a day or two, and then the day off I have, I kind of need to like recharge more, which is fine. It's more of like my job and how my job affects me needing to recharge. There's not a problem with that at all, but I feel like I do turn down a lot of time with friends because I'm just like, I need time, when I know for a fact, again, there's nothing wrong with recharging. Totally take all the time you need for yourself. You can't really do anything with anybody else until you feel okay, but I feel like a lot of the time I do feel pretty okay. I just kind of want to like vibe. I always end up having fun with my friends when I'm with them. So I just want to work on not turning down as many like opportunities to hang out with them as I have in the past. And I want to work on just being better at spending time with them and doing things with them. It doesn't have to be hours at a time. We could even hang out for like an hour and just go get coffee. But I really want to work on being better at that. So that's another resolution of mine. So the next, I have 2 things written down, one right after the other, but they kind of go together. So I'm just going to talk about them together. I want to work on making more art and redoing my bedroom. So last year, I want to say like early spring, so maybe like March to beginning of June, I had a really like big spurt of energy to do a lot of art. I'm looking over there because I'm trying to see. I did 4 different paintings last year. I didn't finish one. There's still one I haven't finished from like April of last year. But I worked on 4 different paintings that I'm actually really proud of. One of them is like a what's in my bag painting. That's the one I haven't finished. And I mixed paints and got like perfect prescription bottle orange by mixing paints. So I'm really proud of that one, and I do need to finish that painting. But I want to really work on making more paintings because I do really enjoy it. And the only thing about making paintings and like painting a lot is between the setup and then like the cleanup afterwards, it does take a lot of spoons, which is difficult because art is something I really like to do. I love to paint. I'm not good at crafting, but I love painting. And it's just frustrating because it does take a lot of spoons to do. And then it's like if I have a video to edit or if I like have to, you know, help my mom around the house, I'd rather use spoons doing the other things first just because I know how much art takes out of me for whatever reason. And isn't that so frustrating? I don't know if any other people that are creative and deal with like mental health struggles feel that way. If you do, leave a like, but it's incredibly frustrating. But I do want to work on making more art. And with that, redoing my bedroom, I've actually been working on it really like a lot so far. It's only been, what day am I filming this on? I'm filming this on the 8th. So I've already done quite a bit. I got new shelves and I spray painted them and then added like little details. I'm painting I don't know what it's called, but it's like a coat hanger kind of. It's where I put all my purses. I bought a new like cute little mirror that I am gonna paint, and I honestly might even paint the mirror that's hanging above my dresser right now. My desk, I've talked about this before. My desk is like white. It's right over here next to me. It's white and it's kind of dirty because my beautiful little cat has little dirty feet. She likes to get into dust and dirt and hair and all those things. So I really want to work on painting my desk. Like, I want to work on like slowly but surely getting new furniture for my bedroom because a lot of the furniture I have now is stuff that I bought myself. I got rid of all the hand-me-downs from when I was a child and bought them myself slowly but surely. But it's been several years since I did that, so there's different pieces now I want to replace them. And possibly paint my walls. Pixie Locks did when she moved into her like townhouse in her new province. I don't know if you guys watch Pixie Locks. I watch Pixie Locks. When she moved into her townhouse in her new province, she did a video where she's like painting a lot of the walls. And she fairly recently did like a house tour. That purple color confetti is what color I want to paint my walls because a lot of things in my room are pink. So I want to do purple walls with the, like all the pink accents, and then everything else in my room that I'm like painting and changing are going to be yellow, like the beautiful light blue and like minty. And then I might add a couple more pink accents. I'm still deciding what color to paint the like small mirror I got. I might do it like a mint color. I think that would be pretty. But yeah, I just want to work on those two together. And if you want to see some of the artwork I did, go check out my Instagram down below. It's kind of further down in my feed, but I've done a picture of Marceline the Vampire Queen with a quote from the graphic novel Moonstruck, because vampires. I've done a cute little like overalls with flowers in the pockets. I've done a cute little envelope with flowers. Go check out my Instagram if you want to see those. And honestly, I'm really proud of them. So I want to work on starting to cosplay this year. Quick backstory, I downloaded TikTok to favorite one specific video, but starting to watch TikTok, I have started watching a lot of like cosplay videos, like people in cosplay doing different videos. I've done like, I've done a couple original character cosplays over on TikTok. I'm not going to link you to my TikTok, but if you find me, you find me, you know, it's, but I really want to start working on doing cosplay overall, because I think I would have a really good time of it. I do have plans when I go to Comic-Con this year. I do have plans to cosplay Sweatpants Hawkeye, Sweatpants Clint Barton. That was a lot of words and I'm really sick. Oh my god. I do have plans to cosplay him. It's the purple shirt and gray sweatpants outfit that he wears in a lot of the comics. I have like a fake bow and arrow that I'm going to paint and do. Haven't decided whether or not I'm going to wear a wig. But I have like kind of a closet cosplay idea to do for him. And I don't necessarily know if I want to like have any other ideas other than Hawkeye right now, but I do really want to start doing cosplay, and I really do want to start kind of getting into that environment, because I've said this a million times. Comic-Con was phenomenal and I never thought I'd enjoy it. Even like first walking into the hall with so many people, I was very like overwhelmed. It was so fun, and seeing everybody in cosplay was great, and I love how, like, mostly the people who dress up as Spider-Man, but I love that when people kind of dress up without being, like, super aggressive and, like, forcibly involving people, people kind of, like, act like their characters. I just think it's really cute and fun. So, I want to get into cosplay. Long and the short of it, I really want to start doing cosplay this year. Another thing I really want to do that I've been wanting to do for years and kind of almost did it and then never did, is spice up my jacket. I have a jean jacket and I really want to make it like my battle jacket and get all the patches and everything for it. The only problem is my jean jacket is jean colored and I really want it to be pink. And I asked my mom one time, I was like, oh, do you think I could dye my jean jacket? And she freaked out and was like, no, there's no way. And then I mentioned it to a friend and my friend was like, it's actually super easy. So I really want to work on getting my jacket all spiced up and my dream jean jacket. I want to get it done pink. I have a bunch of patches at home in my drawer, in my coffee table over there. You've seen that in some videos behind me. I have patches bookmarked on my computer that I have a really nice back patch that I really want to get. I want to make my jacket cool. I love seeing people's battle jackets. I really, really, really want to work on my own. More art related stuff. I want to learn how to punch embroider, which is embroidery, but it's a pen, if you don't know. Instead of like the actual sewing needle, it's like a pen to do it for you. I really want to learn how to do that. I think embroidery is really cool. I think it's really fancy. My mom used to knit and crochet. My brothers actually used to know how to knit and crochet. And I just never really learned how to do any of it. I think my mom did try to teach me and I just wasn't interested. That's a text message. I just never really learned how to do any of it because I don't think I was interested, but I really want to learn how to punch embroider. I am nervous about regular embroidery with like the sewing needle just because I'm very clumsy and very active. Okay, my battery died in the middle of me talking, so I'm not sure where I left off, and I'm really sorry for like the maybe different camera angles and everything. Let me try to adjust that. So yeah, I'm doing this after my battery died. Okay, so I don't know where I left off, but I think right before the camera cut, I left off on me saying that I'm kind of scared of like doing regular embroidery with like a sewing needle, just because I'm very accident prone and I have very sensitive like little fingies. And you probably can't see it, but this hand right now is covered in like scabs and little nicks and cuts from my job. So I'm a little nervous about regular embroidery, so I think the punch embroidery with the pen would be a lot easier to do. And I really want to learn how to do it because I want to make like the funny ones. You know, like their embroidery is really beautiful. It's always like beautiful flowers and like just different really beautiful scenes. But then I love the ones that are like gas, grass, or ass, like choose your way of paying, like something funny like that. And I think it would be really cool to like make really funny ones and give them to my friends. So let's make meme embroidery is my goal. Okay, and the last goal that I want to try to work on in 2020 and continue going. I almost said 2015. The last goal I really want to work on is I want to make a picnic blanket. I have a beautiful vision in my head because I have like very pretty sundresses. I've worn them in many, many videos before, but I have lovely little sundresses that I absolutely adore, and they very much scream like picnic vibes. I like wearing my sundresses with my little boater hat. It's like perfect Studio Ghibli picnic vibe outfit. I want a picnic blanket to match. I want to make my own because all of the ones I've seen are pretty cute, but they don't fit like the crazy specific ideal in my mind. I want to make my own picnic blanket this year. I want to make gingham. Do I want to do pink? Do I want to do yellow? Do I want to do red? Do I want to put little hearts on it? Do I want to put little suns? I don't know. Flowers? Who knows? But I want to make my own picnic blanket. And that is a goal that I really want to do because I want to make my own blanket and then I want to go on a picnic. I have a weird like picnic fantasy in my brain, and lately I've been like very captivated by the idea of going on a picnic, and I really, really want to, and I want to make my own blanket to bring it with. Alright, so that is my list of goals for 2020 and beyond. Things I want to try to accomplish starting this year, and however long they take me to accomplish is what it's, you know, is when it's gonna take. Did any of those words make sense? I'm gonna cut this off before my battery dies again, but let me know down in the comments any resources to begin learning ASL, what your goals are for 2020 and beyond. And keep in mind that it's really good to have goals. Certain time limits are appropriate. Procrastination is an issue for a lot of people, and it can make people feel really awful, but it's also really hard to kind of get out of the habit of doing. So sometimes time limits are important and kind of help you keep you focused, but don't limit yourself too much, especially if it's something really fun. Like if you want to do like really cool art and stuff, give yourself more time to do it. It's different between being like a freelancer artist or just an artist in general and having to have something done by a certain time so you can get your payment from that client, and wanting to just paint pictures for the hell of it and forcing yourself to be like, I have to get it done by this date, because then it kind of takes the fun out of it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! I gotta remember to charge my camera immediately after filming a video.